Hello friends, Steve Rondinero, Dan Potter. The 2025 Drum Corps International Rules Congress has come to a close as the Janual wraps up.
Yeah.
Some interesting things today.
And we were in the room as it happened, as a matter of fact. There were a total of 7 rules proposals. 4 of them got withdrawn even before or during the instructors caucus. 3 of them survived to make it here to the membership to be voted on. And probably, Steve, the one that most people are talking about is the one that has come to be known as solo instrumentation. It would allow a single instrument to be used no matter what kind of instruments, and yeah, that includes woodwinds. It would include any kind of instrument, one instrument be used for the duration of a Corps show. And that measure actually passed 16-2. There are 18 voting members of the DCI World Class.
A lot of talks about the fine points of the language coming down to the use of the word featured instrument.
Yeah, they debated solo, single, individual, and they came down with featured instrument. How that instrument is used remains to be seen. Well, it'll be very interesting in this season to see what corps take advantage of that rule.
Pretty open playing field out there, so to speak. Another rule, basically a bit of housekeeping that passed overwhelmingly, updated the language of the percussion instrumentation that we can use. Essentially, it made legal what we've been doing anyway.
Motors on vibraphones and things technically were illegal until this language was cleaned up.
Not anymore, we're cleaned up. Now, another interesting one while we're talking percussion, they wanted to increase the pit size.
Yeah.
Kind of an artistic inkling behind that, but
yeah, there were a couple of thoughts. Bluecoats brought this proposal forward. It was the notion was to increase the pit size 5 more feet closer to the crowd, and then narrow it from the goal line to the goal line down to the 30 to the 30. So essentially a fatter but shorter rectangle would be the front ensemble area. Bluecoats brought that proposal forward because they like to arc their front ensemble, and at one point last year they realized that by arcing their front ensemble they may actually be violating a rule and be too far forward. So they wanted the change. Ultimately, though,
the contest guys put the kibosh on it.
Tony DiCarlo said, I'm not in favor of this at all because of the traffic jam it would create on that front sideline.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room in a lot of stadiums. Those front sidelines, corps coming, corps going. Yeah. You know how fast we got to switch them out.
And another 5 feet.
Yeah, that one went down pretty decidedly.
15-3, that one was defeated, and I think largely on the objections from the event crew. It's been a very successful winter meeting, I think. For me, the most enjoyable has been hanging out with the drum majors. I think that's true every year in the Drum Major Leadership Summit. Really enjoyed our time.
Some of the brightest and the best.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of enthusiasm coming out of the all-age room. That first trial year seems to have gone well, and those corps are gaining some momentum and looking forward to 25.
Can't wait for summer. On behalf of Steve Rondinero, I'm Dan Potter. Thanks for joining us in Indianapolis.